takes your breath away. But as soon as you walk into the building, it's in rambles, it's ugly, the ceiling's falling to the ground, and there's no floor left. And that's exactly what it's like to implement a standardized testing system. The scores look great, but whenever you dig deeper down into the system, it is in rambles. It's because no student can succeed in a standardized testing system that we fail today. But the first reason that you fail today is because standardized testing is discriminatory because poor school districts cannot afford the textbooks. As the Atlantic 2014 states that any teacher who wants his or her students to pass the standardized test has to give out text from any of the big three publishers: McGraw-Hill, Houghton Mifflin Harcourt, or Pearson. Because they make all of these tests, so if you give them a textbook, it's similar to the test and these people pass. And the problem is, though, as the article analyzes, the average Philadelphia school district had only 20% of the district's recommended curriculum, and at least 10 of these schools had no books at all. And this is a problem because, as Fordham Institute 2013 states, that the Pearson New York State ELA test included passages from the textbook that they had printed. So poor school districts cannot afford the new textbooks, and low-income students who attend these schools will be struggling to pass the new tests because they do not have the proper materials to prepare for these tests. But the second reason that you fail today is that these students are not educated because the teachers only teach to the test. As the Harvard Graduate School of Education 2017 writes, standardized testing has led to severe score inflation. Gains in scores have been 3 to 6 times of that of actually gains in achievement. These inflated scores don't provide an honest and useful indication of student performance, and the pressure to raise test scores has become so strong that this actually degrades instruction. As Richmond 2018 writes, a union survey of DC public schools found that 60% of the respondents, the teachers, felt pressured or coerced to pass a student even if they didn't meet the requirements to pass the course if they passed the test. So we can see, instead of learning, these students are taught to a test that degrades their education because they are not taught to achieve, but rather to pass a simple test. It's because these tests are discriminatory and that students are not educated that we fail today to provide these students an education rather than a test.